I'm having a blast. Every day's a blast. It's like a dream, and the kids rubbing off on me. They're having fun. I'm having fun. We're all having fun. And you're going to be productive when you're having fun.
Is it cool being mic'd up? Did you even think about it being on you?
I didn't really. Yeah, I was just saying there was a lot of content that wasn't able to be used. But yeah, I would do that every day. I love it. That's just a day. I mean, you got to, you bring energy. These kids will bring energy, and we'll get a lot more done.
Give me your breakdown of the safeties right now.
Well, I think we've got a lot of guys that can help us in the Big 12. I do, and a lot of unknown commodities around here. But I think there's some potential there. Wayne Jones has been phenomenal in the way he's picking things up, and his leadership has been awesome. Denzel Goolsby's obviously played here a lot, so people know about him. He's picking up what we're doing. He told me yesterday that things are starting to slow down for him a little bit, and he had a big smile on his face, and he's making a few more plays now than he was a couple of days ago. I think Jonathan Alexander's a new guy that's going to be able to help us somewhere. He makes a lot of plays. He's got a lot of ability. Marcus Hayes' eligibility status is up in the air a little bit, but I think he will play snaps here in the future. If not next year, then certainly down the road. Brock Monty and Jerron McPherson have been out, so I don't really have a great gauge on those guys, but I think those guys will help us too. I've been very impressed with Ross Elder. He's a guy that we've kind of moved around, and a walk-on here that's, I think he'll help us someday too. So a lot of guys in that room that are doing a great job, and now as we start to understand what we're doing, then the competition starts to intensify, and we start to narrow down on the guys that will be the guys.
Is Denzel full speed right now, or is he a little bit limited?
No, he's been going full speed, yeah.
Talk about him. I mean, he's a special kid, isn't he? He's got natural leadership things that go on that you can't coach.
If anybody was able to sit down with Denzel Goolsby for an hour, which I did when I first got here, and just say, hey, tell me your story. His story is as impressive and amazing as anybody. And just when you think the story can't get any better, he throws a new twist in there. That's just, he is such an amazing individual. And he's got his hand in about 10 different things at the same time. He's not a guy that's going home and playing PlayStation. He's meeting with people. He's doing things that, through the College of Business. He's a phenomenal human being. And I hope that the guys in our room have an opportunity to just follow his example, not only on the field but off, and just how you go about your business and how you don't waste your time in life, because he's taking advantage of every minute, and I love it.
I don't mean to belittle the offenses you've gone against in the past, but when you start looking at Big 12 offenses and kind of the passing chaos they put on the field, what goes through your mind?
Well, I think that football is football, and I think you just got to be sound in what you do. You got to believe in the techniques that you teach, and if you can do those things, and then we can, as coaches, put you in positions where we can kind of minimize where we might have matchup deficiencies and maximize where we might have matchup advantages, then I think we're going to have success.
As build-outs go, you're coming into a new program. Are you maybe a little ahead of the curve of what you thought for your position group, or behind the curve? How do you feel about that?
Well,
or is there no curve?
I was going to say the curve is what we make it, right? I guess the one thing, if anything's putting us ahead of the curve, it's just the willingness of these guys to work and learn. Those guys today, we don't practice. These guys will be up in my office voluntarily. Hey, coach, tell me more about this. Hey, what about this? I didn't understand this. And just how hard those guys are working off the field is what's really driving us on the field. And just their willingness and excitement that they bring every day is awesome. It ain't easy to sit in an hour and 15-minute meeting and just be locked in the whole time. But that's what I've seen every day.
And someone that's moved now from North Dakota to Kansas, enjoying the tropical weather?
I love it. What I love most about it is the boxes are about unpacked, and we can start to settle down a little bit. I can go home and sit down on the couch instead of going home and starting to move stuff. So I'm pretty happy. I love Manhattan's an awesome community, man.